Hey guys, how's it going? It's Etanius here. Welcome to episode number 21 of this NHL 22 Quebec Nordiques relocation franchise mode where we've moved Arizona up north to Quebec City. If you guys have missed any episodes up to this point, make sure to go up into that top corner of the video right now. There will be a card with a link to the playlist so you can get caught up on every video you have missed up to this episode. So, last episode, if you didn't check it out, go back, take a look. But we took on the Buffalo Sabres and won in a 7-game series. It was a pretty crazy series, and in the end, our superstars just outplayed Buffalo's. Yes, we were down 3-1, and we were able to win 3 overtime games in a row. When 5 out of 7 games go to overtime, you know it's a good playoff series. So, also, if you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to never miss these uploads. So, let's get into this. We are taking on the Boston Bruins today, who honestly I think are a weaker team overall than Buffalo. When you look at it, yes, they've got a lot of depth, but Buffalo had a lot of depth too. Like, they had a lot of good players down in their system, and some of their guys made us pay, like Isaac Rosen, who's a 76 overall rated player, just played out of their mind. So we're going to have to deal with a slightly better defensive core in Boston, but the goaltending's about equal. Maybe Mackenzie Blackwood's a little bit better. We still have better goaltending. Our defense is shaky right now, mainly because Chychrun is out, but he is expected to return in the next 2 or 3 days, which is nice because we'll only miss him for 1 game or 2 games in this series. So let's get to this. There's not really much else to be said. Pittsburgh and Carolina are the other 2 teams left in the East. In the West, we've got Winnipeg, Colorado, Calgary, and Dallas still. So if we actually go and look, I mean, we didn't win the President's Trophy by any means this year. We weren't really actually that close, but when you go and look at the entire league, Winnipeg's better than us, Carolina's better than us, and then we're 4th. Toronto's already out. Boston's down at 8th. Buffalo is actually a tough series because they were 5th place. Calgary's still in it. I believe Pittsburgh's still in it. Colorado's still in it, and Dallas. So, like, there's 2 other teams. There's a handful of teams that are supposedly better ranked than us, but I think that the Nordiques probably have what it takes after getting through all the controversy of that last series to potentially win it all this year. So let's get to it. Boston, game 1 in the Videotron Center. First period, it's a 2-0 lead as Lars Lander and Ricard Thoresen both get goals for the Nordiques. We get outshot 12-11, but we're up 2-0. Second period, make it a 3-1 game as TJ Oshie and Peter Kubino find the board, 22-18 on shots heading into the third period. It's actually a pretty close game here. I mean, Boston's getting enough chances to tie it as Troy Stecher makes it a 2-3 game. Power play for the Bruins now does not convert. Fortunately, they get another one, and they still don't convert. They're getting tons of shots in comparison to us, but Jordan Kyrou scores on one of just like our 2 shots in the period up to that point. And yeah, that is probably going to wrap it up as we win that game 4-2. Close one, but in the end, we did just play with the lead the whole time, which is exactly what you want to see. Samsonov stops 32 out of 34 and gets first star. So, absolutely great start. I'm very impressed with that win. It wasn't a super difficult win by any means, and we get Jacob Chychrun back now. So, this is absolutely huge. This is going to make our team play even better. And there's no doubt in my mind that Chychrun is just simply one of the best players on this team. And of course, we should probably sub him. We could sub him back in as extra attacker, but Bedard and Keller are out there, so they should be fine. So let's get into this. Game 2, we got our captain back. That's got to give us a little boost. First period, it's a 0-0 game. We outshoot them 13-10. Second period, 1-0 Boston as Igor Sharangovich gets the goal for the Bruins, but we're getting enough shots to be in this game still. Boston, unfortunately, getting more than us, so power play for the Bruins. Does it convert? They get 2 power plays back-to-back there. They don't score on it, but that ate away a lot of time for us to be attacking. Down to the last couple minutes, power play for the Nordiques. Doesn't convert, and they make it 2-0. Connor Garland gets the empty netter, and they split the series 1-1. On away ice, the Bruins actually perform extremely well. Mackenzie Blackwood gets the shutout. And that was a low-scoring game. So that's something we really haven't seen too much in the playoffs up to this point. But it would be nice if guys like Connor Bedard and, Ricard Thoresen, guys like that could hit the net a little bit more. But we'll go over to the next game. 2-0 loss. Wasn't great, but actually, how is the AHL doing? Ooh, losing to Henderson right now, but Lars Enroth's playing very well, which is good to see. And, well, let's see what we can do here in game number 3. Obviously, we want to take the series lead, but Boston's a good team. So, first period, 0-0 again, 9-9 on shots, pretty standard first period. Second period, 1-0 as Ed Bouwmeester gets the goal for us. We were out shooting them 20-16 heading into the third. Power play for the Bruins does convert as Andrew Mangiapane gets the goal. And then Charlie McAvoy scores. Wow, we're getting screwed here on the simulation, to be completely honest. Make it 2-2 though, as Lars Lander scores immediately off the start of a power play. And can we win this one in the sim? It's going to be a close one regardless. I mean, I wouldn't put it against Boston to get a goal late here, as they are a pretty good team. But looks like we are going to be heading to overtime. Let's keep simulating, see what happens, and, well, should be a good OT here, and lots of shots going back and forth either way. Of course, it is 5-on-5 in the playoffs still, but who's going to win it? And the Bruins win it. Jesper Boqvist in extra time gets the win for the Bruins. We outshoot them, but we get outplayed and lose the game 3-2. So pretty rough start here, actually. We started off well and then lose 2 in a row by a goal or 2. Those are heartbreakers, especially when it's that close. So let's see if we can convert on our chances. We're getting more than enough to win games, but we need a win here now as we are down 2-1 in the series. So first period, 1-1 game as Jordan Kyrou starts it off, but then Jack Studnicka gets the game-tying goal. 9-8 on shots for the Bruins after the first. Second period, it's a 3-2 Quebec lead as Connor Bedard finally finds the net. Charlie McAvoy ties it up on the power play, and then Warren Foegele, a bit of an unexpected hero there, gives us a 3-2 lead heading into the third period, which is exactly what we want. Power play for the Nordiques does not convert. We are out shooting the Bruins pretty significantly at this point, but if we start letting them get more shots, it's going to become a closer game. So down to the last couple minutes here, 3-2, make it 4-2. Peter Kubina gets the guarantee there as David Pastrnak scores right after, but we win this game 4-3. A little bit too close for my liking, especially as Pastrnak had 3 points on the night, but we still walk away with the victory there, and Connor Bedard leads the team, 10 points in 11 games. Nothing spectacular, but, you know, the team's playing well, and that's all that matters right now. So heading into Game 5 in a 2-2 tied series, looks like Calgary and Pittsburgh are just one game away from heading to the conference finals. Obviously, teams that have been able to do it before, the Nordiques, not really. I mean, apart from Arizona back in, like, I don't even remember which year it was. It was like 2004 or 2006, I think, when they went to the conference finals. That's the only time this team's actually made it to the conference finals, never made it past there. I mean, we did make it the other year there in where we got swept by the Buffalo Sabres, but apart from that, now let's get into the simulation of Game 5, and we start up 1-0, so that's a great start to this series. Jordan Kyrou gets the goal, 12-6 for the shots for the Nordiques. That was terrible commentary, I apologize. So, second period, make it a 1-1 game. Taylor Hall ties it up. Let's see how the third period goes. We're out shooting them. Can we outscore them? Power play for the Bruins does not convert. And then Barrett Hayton finds the net. He's been quiet all series, but he finally scores one there. Power play didn't convert for Quebec. Power play doesn't convert for Boston. Another one for Boston. Man, we are giving up chances and power plays, but up 2-1. This is where we want to be. Make it 3-1. Quentin Byfield gets the guarantee goal, and we win that one 3-1. So a very close game. Again, the goaltenders have just been the stars of this series. There's no doubt in my mind about that, but now up 3-2. Every series goes up 3-2, and the Nordiques can eliminate the Bruins here on away ice. It would be lovely to do this at TD Gardens rather than force a Game 7, but first period, up 2-1. Boqvist opens the scoring, but then Shane Wright and Lars Lander get goals for the Nordiques. We outshoot them by 8 shots. That's a lot. Second period, make it 4-1. as Matthias Silvegaard and Victor Soderstrom both beat Mackenzie Blackwood in this period. The Swedish takeover kind of happens there in the second, and is that going to be enough? Vikanainen gets a goal, then TJ Oshie gets a goal, make it a 4-3 game from 4-1. Oh my goodness, that was a little bit too fast. I don't like how quickly those goals came. That was like less than a minute apart, and Boston's right back in this. Power play for Quebec does not convert, unfortunately. And down to the last couple minutes, are we going to be able to win this one? And yes, we are. Okay, beautiful. Very close game, but the Nordiques will move on past round 2. Now the question is, who are we going to be playing? Is it going to be Pittsburgh? Is Carolina going to force another game? And by the looks of it, nope, we will be playing the Pittsburgh Penguins in the conference finals. Exciting, let's go. All right, Calgary's through, and then Winnipeg and Colorado has gone to 7. So how is that series going to go? Well, we've got a draft class to look at too, so that's never going to hurt. So honestly, the draft class is looking pretty decent coming up here too. We might want to trade up for some second rounders, because there are some pretty good looking players through there. Sorry guys, I'm eating a muffin while I'm recording and got some crumbs on my finger. That's all. But let's see. This Colorado Winnipeg series still isn't done. And now it is, and who's on? Winnipeg moves on. So we got an all-Canadian matchup, guaranteed Canadian team going to the finals at this point. Not necessarily us, though. It's definitely coming out of the Western Conference, but 3 out of 4 teams are Canadian. That's actually really exciting. So if we can knock off Pittsburgh, it's a guaranteed Canadian Stanley Cup champion. So that's pretty awesome. And let's get into this. I mean, Pittsburgh, I don't actually know how good Pittsburgh is, but we should probably take a look at that. Of course, I want to take a peek at Calgary and... Ooh, Calgary's good. Okay. Calgary and Winnipeg, too. Dylan Dubé's playing third-line minutes as a 90 overall. What? Oh, that's rough. Okay. I guess that brings a whole new meaning to... brings a whole new meaning to depth scoring, depth players. Like, they have Malkin, too. Ooh. Yeah, that would be missing from their third line. That would make their third line a little better. Okay, next up is Pittsburgh, like the team that we actually have to play here. And, okay, Crosby did retire. I forgot about that. But Buchnevich, Lindholm, and Getzel is a very good team still. Zaka and Gurianov, jeez, okay. Decent team here, absolutely. Greenway's also on this team. Defense looks a little bit more shaky, but it's not bad by any means. Like, we have more top-end defensemen, but Drieger and Primo, okay. Not a bad team by any means. They do have a lot of backup defense too to really just physically punish players and teams. And then of course Winnipeg is the last team, and Winnipeg is the team we should absolutely be scared about. They are still they're still in it. Marek Kopecky is actually looking really good for a second rounder, playing up with a really stacked top 6. Dubois is down, like playing way down in their lineup, but that's okay. Yeah. If Winnipeg doesn't move on, I'm going to be a little concerned because they have got an absolute powerhouse of a team here. Like, I'm sure Colorado looks like half as good. Yeah, Colorado does not look nearly as strong. I mean, sure, they've still got some pretty decent players, but they're also missing some players too. Like, yeah. Well, they had injuries. Landeskog and Myers went out, so that probably helped too. I mean, Winnipeg is a pretty dirty team as far as they injure players. They play really, really hard. And, well, looks like, yeah, Tucson did get eliminated there by Henderson. So that's unfortunate, but, you know, maybe we pull a roster move here if there's somebody looking really good in the minors. Not really, unfortunately. I think we got our best players kind of pulled up right now. But yeah, it's not great. It's not terrible, but kind of in between as far as how well our system is developing players. I mean, some guys just haven't played in the minors and gone straight to the NHL, such as Ed Bomeister and Shane Wright and Connor Bedard, but that's expected at times too when players are top-end picks. So without any further ado, let's get to this series against Pittsburgh. This will determine the Stanley Cup Finals here. So First period of game one, Jordan Greenway gets the opener. They outshoot us by one shot, so it's a one-shot game at this point. Second period, still 1-0, and we are outshooting the Penguins heading into the third period. Is their defense really that good and goaltending? I didn't think so, but maybe I'm wrong. So, halfway through the third period here, we draw a power play. Don't convert on it. We're still outshooting Pittsburgh. Not so significantly anymore. They're getting a lot more shots, and they make it 2-0. Pavel Zacha, what are we doing here? The Nordiques have just completely stopped playing here in a game. So 31 shots, 0 goals. I guarantee you that Drieger is getting the first star. Yeah, not surprising. So happens. We get beat. And, well, we're going to have to bounce back. But Calgary also beats Winnipeg in game one. So that's interesting. Okay. All right, headed into game two now. I don't know why I hit play game. That was not the correct button I wanted to hit, but, whatever, it happens. Winnipeg beat Calgary 6-2. Wow, that's a pretty big butt kicking there. So, first period, we're down 2-1. Great start, boys. Toffoli and Buchnevich get the goals for Pittsburgh. Lander gets a power play goal for us. One-shot game. Come on, boys. Get a goal back. Second period, it's a 3-1 game. Goodness me. Are we going to even score? God, this team is so bad. I don't get it. Quebec is like, okay, we'll make it to the conference finals, and then we'll choke so hard that it's going to look funny. We're going to have to move players if this keeps up. This is insane. Come on, guys. Anything. One goal in 2 games. That is atrocious. We are shuffling the lines like crazy. I can't deal with this. This is stupid. So, Silvegaard's out. Good. That will add a little bit more variety to the lineup because everybody else is kind of playing like trash right now. So, Connor Bedard is getting demoted on minutes, unfortunately. I kind of don't care, though. He probably deserves it. So, Bedard goes down. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe we swap this up, go Byfield there, play Barrett Hayton at center. Okay, this has been terrible up to this point, to be completely honest, and we are going to need a serious bounce back here in the next 2 games if we are even going to stand a chance in this series. So, Kyrou should probably be playing higher up in the lineup. Maybe we run Shane Wright at second line center, Barrett Hayton at third, just to add some depth. I think that might actually work out better. And same thing with the defense as far as we need a bit of a change here. So we're gonna go Brewer and Soderstrom on the top pair, Chychrun and Bouwmeester, and then Ormeyer and Timmins. I think that should be all right, I think. Maybe we go like that. We just need a complete line shuffle at this point because they can't keep playing like this. We're down 2-0. We've gotten our butts kicked in both games. It hasn't been close. So here we go. Heading into game number 3 now, and we absolutely need a win. Obviously, Winnipeg-Calgary is going to be a better series than this one if we don't win this game. So first period, we're up 1-0. Finally, Rickard Thoresen converts on a power play. Make it 2-0 right off the bat. Thoresen needed that line shuffle, absolutely. Pittsburgh on the power play doesn't convert. This is only the second period. What am I doing? Second period, 2-2, of course. Of course, we give it back up. So, Thoresen started off strong, and then Getzel and Toffoli bounce back. Pittsburgh is relentless. It's actually annoying at this point, and I would not be surprised if they get the next goal here, but they're getting more shots than us. Power play for Quebec doesn't convert. We got to convert on power plays in the playoffs. It's ridiculous. So, down to the final 4 minutes. Is Pittsburgh going to get the goal, or is Quebec going to get the goal? Who is going to be winning this game? We head to overtime. We seem to have had fairly bad luck in overtime in the sim. And we're halfway through not quite halfway through. Now we're almost halfway through the first period, or the first period of overtime. And still going here. Power play for Quebec. Does convert. Let's go. Jordan Kyrou on the power play. 40 shots apiece. That is a heavy shooting night. And Samsonov holds his ground over Chris Drieger. So that is awesome. All right, 2-1 series. Calgary goes up. Quebec starts clawing their way back. So let's see if we can get another away ice victory. Obviously, this is not an ideal situation, but we gotta perform here. So, first period of game 4. Wow, that was great. Okay, like I'm not even a minute in, we're down 1-0. But Anders Lee gets a goal. Shane Wright scores. We're down 2-1 after outshooting the Penguins 13-11 in the first. Second period, make it 4-2 as Connor Bedard, Jordan Kyrou, and Ricard Thorson all get goals. That is the period we needed. We needed a bit of a shift here to turn this series and game around, and that might be it. So let's see if we can just defend for the next 20 minutes, and that's all we gotta do. So still getting shots though too is a little surprising. Maybe we're just kind of dumping pucks in on net, but who cares? Make it 4-3 Anders Lee and then tie it up. Crush my hopes, Pittsburgh. Thank you so much. Seriously, what is that? 2 goals in under a minute again? And, well, we're headed to OT yet again. We know what the result of OT usually turns out to be, but we are so ridiculously far up on shots in this game. If we don't win, I'm going to be really upset. Power play for Quebec doesn't convert. And Pittsburgh's getting too many shots. Again, that's not what I like to see. Let's go, another OT sim win. This is way too close. Peter Kubina. There was 95 shots taken in that game. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. And goalies don't even get it because it was a 5-4 game. So, wow. I mean, we almost choked that game yet again. Somehow we walk away with the win. Jordan Kyrou's actually played phenomenally well. And now Shane Wright is actually our points leader on the team. That is interesting. So, Calgary up 3-1. I would not mind if the Winnipeg Jets got eliminated here in the next game. That would really put a damper on the amount of pressure that we have as Quebec and being the second best team in the playoffs right now, because of course Calgary and Pittsburgh are lower ranked than us, but at the same time Carolina and Toronto got knocked out. If Winnipeg gets knocked out, we're the best team left in the playoffs supposedly. So yeah, this has been a bit of a strange one. Pittsburgh and Calgary in that 9 and 10 spot, but we just got to win the next 2 games. That's all that matters here. So let's head in against... I did not hit play game. It's lagging here. I don't know why it's lagging, but let's get into this next game. Game 5, of course, is an absolutely important game, especially in a 2-2 series. So first period, down 2-1. Schmidt and Greenway get goals. Shane Wright scores for us. Not a great start, though, for Game 5. Second period, still 2-1. All right, heading into this, let's see if we can bounce back. Power play goal immediately converts there for Ortiz. That is absolutely amazing. Pittsburgh on the power play gets a long power play and finally converts. That's ridiculous. Why they get like 8 minutes of power play there? They just simmed like power play the whole time. 3-2 game. Can we get the tying goal? Yes, we can. Ricard Thorson. Let's go. 2.5 minutes left, and we are headed to OT in Game 5 as well. Let's see how overtime goes. Power play for the Nordiques does not convert. Come on, I would have loved to have ended that early. We're getting a lot of shots, and that's what you like to see as we convert. Quinton Byfield in OT. We win 3 OT sim games in a row. That is huge. So, wow, okay. What a series it has been up to this point. Quebec has really shown up here in these last couple of games and has turned the tide of the series. But Winnipeg bounces back, wins a 4-3 close game. I mean, we won a close one too. Ricard Thorson now leads the team, 16 points in 18 games. But let's see, is Pittsburgh going to be able to bounce back on home ice, or are we going to be able to knock out 2 different teams in 6 here in just one episode? That would be fantastic. Let's see what we can do. First period, up 2-0. Byron Potty and Grayson Ortiz, 2 of our lesser-known scorers, get goals for us. 14-8 in shots after the first. Second period, Pittsburgh ties it up 2-2. All right, and let's see how the simulation treats us here heading into the third period. We're outshooting Pittsburgh, but they get the goal. Sam Steele scores. Can we tie it up now? Down to the last 10 minutes of the third period. Power play for Pittsburgh. Doesn't convert. Come on, boys. We need a goal. Not much time left. And doesn't look like we're going to get it this time. Yes, we do. Warren Fogle. 6 seconds left. You're kidding me. wow, what a series this has been. The Nordiques just keep coming back even when they're down, and that's not the way you want to play, but who cares? We head to OT, Pittsburgh on the power play doesn't convert, but the Penguins do finally win an overtime contest as Matt Dumba gets the overtime winner. And we head to 7 games against the Penguins, so it has been an absolute grind of a playoffs now. And Calgary will be meeting either Pittsburgh or Quebec in the Stanley Cup Finals. So, oh boy, okay, that was not the result we wanted, but that's okay. It happens. And really, that was a very close, very exciting game. So, Kyrou gives that. No, I want Jordan Kyrou playing up there still, I think. Okay, so we'll move Ortiz out, put Silvegaard in, and that's a beautiful line right there. Woo-hoo, okay. Lander's a lefty. I'm going to put him on the left side, and then Silvegaard's on his inside hand as a sniper. I don't know if his shot's actually that much better, but that's okay. This is a stacked lineup. Like, we've got a really, really strong lineup going here. So, yeah, without much further ado, the team's played well up to this point, and I don't think I can really complain. As we forced Game 7, we were down in this series big time. So, this is going to be close. I can kind of feel it. So, first period of Game 7 to decide if we move on to the Stanley Cup Finals or not. First period, 0-0 game. 16-11 in shots for the Penguins, though. That's a little too close. Second period, make it 2-0 for the Nordiques. You know what? We're up 2-0. I'm going to jump in because, honestly, I'm a little scared that our team's going to drop it in the final frame of the game. So, we're going to jump in. We're the better team, but there's still 20 minutes of play left, and we'll see what we can do. So, here we go. The conference finals, Penguins and Nordiques. Who is going to be moving on here? We will see in just a second. Face-off going to start off, and we're going to win it. All right. Ed Bouwmeester looking for a play. He's going to cut back, kick this one in deep. Connor Bedard's going to pick it up. Bedard looking for a pass. Makes a really bad one to Buchnevich. And, Pavel Buchnevich had the chance to score there. Very good opportunity. Pass across. Matt Dumba picks it up. Byfield turns it over almost, but Soderstrom picks it up. Now Clayton Keller looking for a play through middle ice. He walks in and shoots. Drieger, good save. Elias Lindholm leads the Penguins in points. 22 points in the playoffs. He's been phenomenal up to this point, but our first line's out. We just want to keep Pittsburgh hemmed in their own end if we can. So Soderstrom off the draw. Good shot. Connor Bedard loses that battle to Dumba. Dumba gets a bump there. We want to play a bit of a press here if we can. Buchnevich walks through. Oh my god, that was a really good chance. I thought he was actually going to score there. Byfield, great battle. He comes down the boards, drives the net. Quinton Byfield, rebound. Kyrou could have converted there. That was a great play. Now Zaka gets bumped. Ooh, that was almost bad. Brewer was too close there. Brewer going to keep this guy outside. Good stick battle. Okay. Oh, right out in front. Gurianov had a good chance there. Toffoli gets absolutely pinned along the boards there. Soderstrom right out in front of Toffoli. That was a bad giveaway again. Oh my god, I'm playing terrible right now. Alright, here comes Shane Wright. Moving down the wing, cuts in. Shane Wright, way too much room. What are you doing? You gave Shane Wright that much room? 3-0 game. Beautiful goal. I mean, that's what Shane Wright does. Second goal tonight, too. He has been potentially our best player in the playoffs here, which is hilarious because of the last comment we got about trading Shane Wright potentially, but what a goal. That's exactly what you expect from your first, second line center. So, beautiful finish. Only number 1 pick on our team, too, but here we go. Now Chychrun walking in. Jacob Chychrun, good chance. Drieger makes the save. So, I mean, we're exactly where we want to be at this point. We are up 3-0. Less than a period to play here. Almost half a period to play. And we just got to not choke against Pittsburgh here. So, Shane Wright on the draw, going to win it again. Brewer makes a poor pass over to Chychrun. He's going to send it up to Thorson, who turns it over. Now Nate Schmidt just gets absolutely laid out. Big hit there. Chychrun, great play. Over to Thorson. He's looking for a play. He cuts back. I'd rather send that way back. That's okay. Kills off more time, right? Pass up to Thorson. He's going to dump this. Kind of didn't quite work. Now Sam Steele walking in. Great poke check there by Chychrun. Now Matheos. Good stick check. And Silvegaard picks it up. Ty Silvegaard walks in, shoots a long distance shot. That's okay. We'll take those shots. Shane Wright, 1 goal away from a hat trick. Man, that would be huge in the playoffs if we could get a Shane Wright hat trick. It would really give this team a little bit of a boost heading into the next series potentially. So we have been better in the face-off dot too. That has definitely helped. What was that play? Anders Lee. Chance right out in front. Good stick Silvegaard though. Alright, Lars Lander now looking for a play. He's going to send it up to Silvegaard. Silvegaard's going to come walking in. Use his edges, looking for a play. He's going to fire again. There's a rebound there, but Hayton almost got there, actually. Now Tuft. Don't know who this guy is, but that's okay. Good stick check by Byron Potty. We're going to walk in. Back to Hayton. Can't get the shot off, though. That was a good try. Now Lindholm comes walking in. Good stick check by Timmins. And a really good turn there, too. Now Peter Kubina, nice move, comes walking in. Looking for a play. Cuts back. Now Lindholm and Timmins, 2-on-1 developing. Oh, what a pass. That's a great play. And it's a 3-1 game, but, I mean, that's what you expect the top line to do against our third-line defenders, so... Yeah, poor change, but it happens, and 3-1 game all of a sudden, it's back to 2, so not much time left, 5 minutes and 43 seconds, but we just got to keep defending this lead. Oh, that's terrible. Okay. Now Soderstrom, a little bit lucky on the turn there, but that's okay. Okay, what are we doing? Come on. Getzel gets run over a little bit. Okay, what is the passing and animations here? Come on, let's get something going. Now Byfield, they're playing full press. There's no doubt in my mind about that. But a guy like Connor Bedard has the ability to walk through all of that. Stay outside, Gurianov. Stay outside. Okay, or not. And Gurianov probably should have scored right there. They're really working it now. Zaka just gets checked at the last second there. Now Bedard's going to take off again. Connor Bedard, great chance. Was a really good play. Bedard cutting in, and that's a Connor Bedard goal. I don't know what you were expecting. He did that all himself. So I think that's the series. Connor Bedard's 5th playoff goal is a beautiful one at that. So yeah, what a goal. I mean, works his way out of the corner, just makes Matt Dumba look funny. And okay, 4-1. That's a lot more comfortable. So I was worried we were actually going to give up a goal there with how much press they were putting on us, but we still might. Now Anders Lee. Ooh, what is that? Okay. Thorson looking for a play, can't find it. Martinuk over to Dumba. Dumba into Lee. Chychrun separates man from puck. Alright, good pass down the boards. Good battle from Kyrou here. Mahura turns it over right in front of the net. That almost converted. Anders Lee gets dumped there. That's what we like to see. Now Shane Wright going to walk in and T1. He was going for the hat trick there. Now Chychrun gets bumped just enough. Dumba on the hit there. Good pass, good cycle, almost went through. Oh, Chychrun, okay. Looking for a play here, Byron Potty back to Shane Wright. He's looking for the angle, can't find it, probably should have shot short side. And we're down to the last couple seconds here. Looking good, Chychrun. And there you go. Quebec will compete in their first ever Stanley Cup Finals. The Arizona-Quebec franchise has moved on to a new level. They make the Stanley Cup Finals after beating out the Pittsburgh Penguins in 7 games. It wasn't really that close a Game 7, but our Stars came through and performed at the right times. And, I mean, Pittsburgh's had enough success as a franchise as it is, so, yeah, what a fantastic series. And, of course, we have to look at the Prince of Wales. Is it Prince of Wales? I believe it's Prince of Wales trophy celebration here. We're not going to touch it, but that's okay. So just some highlights there. I mean, it was a good game. Absolutely it was. So 4-1 victory. And the Nordiques move on. That is absolutely exciting. It's the biggest thing that's actually happened here in this franchise's history. Apart from maybe, the Shane Wright, Connor Bedard deals that happened. But Thoresen, wow, okay, Thoresen's actually playing extremely well too. And we will be taking on the Calgary Flames in the Stanley Cup Finals. So it's an all-Canadian matchup. It's not exactly what I was expecting, but that's okay. Honestly, Calgary was not the team that I looked at and was like, yeah, they're a shoo-in for the Stanley Cup Finals. If anything, I thought it was Winnipeg, because the Jets are so stacked that it's funny that they actually lost, to be completely honest. I thought for sure that they would be heading up through to the Cup Finals and we were going to have to play an absolute powerhouse of a team, but maybe not. It looks like, yeah, Kopecky and Slavin both got injured in that series, so that is unfortunate for them, but at the same time, I don't know what else you'd be expecting, really, when you're playing against a team like Calgary, who's also very chippy and also probably borderline dirty. But wow, okay, that is where we're gonna wrap it up. Next episode, we will get to the Stanley Cup Finals and maybe even onto the draft. It'll be an exciting episode, to say the least, but man, this is absolutely amazing. We've made it to where we want to be, and now we just have to actually finish the job, which this team hasn't done before. Obviously, we've done before in franchise mode, but fan happiness is at an all-time high, 100%. That's exactly what we like to see. And yeah, that's where we're gonna wrap it up. If you guys enjoyed this one, make sure to go down below, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, hit the notification bell. Of course, make sure to leave comments to possibly get featured, because we didn't get a lot of them in the last episode, but that's gonna be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time.